One of our main areas of research at the moment is to identify what we think are proteins that are unique for cancer cells that evade the immune system and cause the cancer to spread and cause the death of patients. We think that's a unifying set of proteins that haven't been discovered yet. So the Institute is in a well placed to be able to look at that problem. So the Institute is predominantly funded by community and philanthropic support, and we've had a number of donors over the years that are businesses and individuals that have supported the vision for cancer research here in Ballarat. And in particular, we've had a long association with J.G. King Homes over many, many years. Since the initial setup of the little laboratory in the paint shed, J.G. King has been a big supporter of the Institute. We're really grateful that they were able to support the funding in a major way for the next few years, in particular to help support a senior scientist in the Institute.
We went to George and asked, how could we help out? And one of the areas that George mentioned was he needed more scientists, more people to help him in his work. So we came up with the idea of helping out with a fellowship that would put someone into this laboratory and bring things along and add to the team that George has here that's growing. So J.G. King, in consultation with George, we learnt that it's not cheap to have scientists on the floor. I personally think scientists are at the lower end of the spectrum when it comes to wages and they don't get paid enough, but we're contributing $100,000 each year to help keep at least one scientist working here full time. Hopefully we can keep that going for a long time.
The J.G. King Fellowship has been a major thrust for the Institute to have that funding. It would allow us to support a full-time scientist. In particular, Dr. Sharon Olsen is the first inaugural J.G. King Cancer Research Fellow, and she's been with me for 19 years. There we go, almost our 20th anniversary coming up.
Look, I think at some point in time, cancer touches everybody and it's relevant to the whole community. And we find it important to be seen to be doing something that, not just taking, we want to be seen to be giving as well. This is a really important area that I think touches a lot of people. So if we can play a small part in George solving one of life's big problems, it'll be a fantastic achievement.
With those funds, we'll be able to push our signature project, which is to look at these individual barcode proteins that are present in cancer cells that progress. Now, the Institute requires approximately $1.8 million a year to run. Now, we get no government funding. We've get some grants. We've had a few grants over the years, but not enough to run the Institute. So without the support of fellowships such as the J.G. King Fellowship, we wouldn't be able to have the high caliber people like Sharon here in the Institute. So really important for me to have support our scientists over all these years. The community support is important, I think, for the type of projects that we have, which are likely to lead to major new treatments for cancer. I think this is amazing that we have this great relationship with visionary supporters. And I think I would put J.G. King into that group. They are visionary supporters over the years, and they've decided to go one step further, and I'm very grateful for that.